So I am taking a break from my 10-mile run. I typically don't do this, but I figured it's quiet, the lighting's nice, and let me share some insight into running in the winter. So I made another video before about what gear I wear. So I'm pretty much wearing everything right now, including busted, well, I'm wearing the ice cleats right now and the leggings. But some key things, last time I ran, it wasn't heavy snowfall. If you look around me right now, it's pretty thick. I mean, you know, it's a good amount of snow, and this is just in this one parking lot. Some areas are a little bit deeper from my 10-mile route, but heads up, deep in snow. Some extra tips: be prepared to run in extra snow. Have leggings, have long socks. So that's one thing I didn't touch on in the previous video, was you can't just wear these shortcut socks and leggings because you'll have this little gap. If you're running through snow like I am, snow is gonna hit your leg, hit your feet, you're gonna be cold. So that's an extra tip. One is headlamp. So I'm not wearing a headlamp right now. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, so it's not too busy traffic wise, good visibility, especially with the snow being so bright. I'm not wearing one, but if you do wear one, make sure it's not too tight. One time during one of my 10-mile runs, I had the headlamp on and it was just suffocating my head. And I felt like the worst migraine when I got home, and I was wondering, you know, why the heck am I having a migraine? It's because of the headlamp being too tight. So that's another tip. Another tip to add on during winter runs, long runs, is be prepared for running high knees, especially areas that aren't paved. So there's a good amount of my trail where I'm the only one setting foot in the snow and literally trailblazing a path. So just be prepared for that. Of course, be aware for your surroundings. If an area looks really spotty and icy, go like a grandma. I mean, go about that speed, you know. Let ego get out, you know, if you're trying to hit the certain mile per pace. But some areas look sketch, play it safe, go slow. Who cares if you have slower time during this run? Just make sure you stay injury-free during your run. Another tip that I could think of off the top of my head when running in the winter is playing around with your gear. So at times I would have this jacket, I would zip it down, zip it up. Sometimes I would have that little, I don't know what you call it, but it was a head mask and it covered up my face. I'm not wearing it right now because right now it's about 27 degrees. So playing around with the temp. And that's another thing, pay attention to the temperature. So for me, I don't care how cold it is or what the weather condition is, I'm gonna run, but I'm gonna dress appropriately. So if I know I'm gonna be hot, so right now it's about 27, I knew I was gonna be hot. So I actually still have the gloves, I still have a beanie on, but I actually took it off for about 2 miles during my run because I was just way overheating and it was an uphill run. So just be aware of that. I mean, there's a lot of little nuances when it comes to running. You know, the biggest tip of all, aside from the little things that I mentioned, is just kind of know your body, know your pace, know your trails, make sure it's well lit, make sure you have a tracking device on you so if something were to happen, somebody could just locate you if you don't come home from a long run. I know my wife's pretty big on that, but I'm pretty cognizant of my surroundings, what pace I'm going, people walking around me or lack of people, traffic. So a lot of things to take into consideration. If you have any other questions or concerns, or you want to get some more insight from me direct, feel free to message me. Just drop a comment in the video, reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram. I'm really active on those platforms. Trying to get a little bit more active on Twitter and TikTok, but still got a lot to learn. So thanks, and I hope you enjoy your run.